Rivalry games aren't always born from trophies. They're born out from schools ascending to new heights at the same time and finding the other guy standing in the way of their ultimate goal. It's time to find out who's going to get run over this time. On the banks of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium in Knoxville, it's the Florida Gators and the Tennessee Volunteers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
The history of college football has many ties to the military. Tennessee's Neyland Stadium, with over 101,000 fans in place, is one of those. The stadium was named for legendary football coach General Robert R. Neyland on October 27, 1962. This is one of the most beautiful venues in college sports, with the Tennessee River, the sailgating, and the checkered end zones. Can't wait to watch a college football game at Tennessee. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. You think the fans are ready for this one? The boot's shaking underneath us, guys. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. These two, which have so much cross-pollination and legendary games in their history, first played in 1916 with the Vols blanking the Gators in Florida. Tennessee actually won the first 10 meetings, with Florida not getting a W in the series until 1954.
And there was a period of time, Reese, in this rivalry that the game not only had SEC championship implications, but national championship implications, too. You think back to the heyday of this rivalry in the late 90s. Danny Werfel going up against Peyton Manning. We played the Vols, and we had games that were won in overtime. We had games that went down to 2-minute drives. There was so much NFL talent on the field, and it was such a competitive and physical game every single year.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short.
And I think this is the key in this game, man. These rivalry games, it's about passion, it's about emotion. And coming to this game, we saw him.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Trying to keep this drive alive. They make the stop, but not before. He gets enough to convert on fourth down, and rolling the dice pays off.
There are not a lot of head coaches that I think are willing on their opening drive to go for it on fourth down, especially in that kind of field position. But this head coach ain't scared. And he believes in his running back. He believes in his offensive line to go pick it up, and that's exactly what they did.
Pickup of 5 is now 2nd and 5.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And that's not a surprise who made that play. And this is just the opening drive, but we're going to hear his name a lot. He flies all over the field, shows up in the run, shows up in the pass. Big-time playmaking linebacker that every time you turn on the tape, you see him flying around.
The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on third down. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1. It was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away. Now, I know you two never face faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high load, chop blocked.
Here's a little room there. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
The Volunteers will call their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. From the red zone, it's ball. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Going for 6. Touchdown, Florida. The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6.
And that's a great job finishing the drive, but man, I got to go back. I love the 4th down call. Being aggressive, first drive of the football game for this offense. They set a tone, they cap it off, they create momentum to start.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. 75 yards on the touchdown drive, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Matthews. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Running inside, it's Bishop. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Might be changing the route. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. He'll pull it down. Didn't find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
Quarterbacks have a hard job. They got to drop back and try to see the whole field and then see the rush coming to him. But you could tell he did a really good job scrambling outside the pocket, improvising, making a play with his feet, and then getting the first down.
On the run, it's Bishop. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. He'll run it again. All down moment, he has enough to move the chains.
And that's back-to-back now. We've seen this running back get it done on their opening drive of the game. That last carry got the first down. So if I'm the offensive coordinator right now, I love the way my O-line's playing, and I love the way this guy's toting the rock. I'm going to give it to him again.
Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to throw on first down. Dumps it to the back. Got it in the middle. It's Bishop. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. They're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
Wants to fire on second down. Forced out of the pocket. He'll try to do it himself. He goes out of bounds right at midfield.
Well, two things I love by the quarterback on that play. One, his ability to flush outside the pocket and make a quick decision. No one's open and I'm taking off and running. And two, get out of bounds. No need to take a big hit. Just save yourself, save the body. Fresh set of downs coming up. Well done.
Motion from the wideout. He might want another play. Looking to throw on first down. That's reeled in. It's Jackson. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. The Vols come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Trying the left side. Might have a chance. Makes it past the marker. Touchdown, Volunteer! This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
And the extra point was good. He'll bring it out. It's Mays. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. To the air on first down. Makes the catch. It's Brown. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Jackson. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route run. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots in the zones. You got to get him involved.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Fights off a defender. There's a crease. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
The blocking doesn't have to be perfect because this guy makes people miss and creates explosive plays.
Yeah, yards after contact really has been a big part of this rushing offense this season and obviously in this game as well. They've got guys
headed to the end zone. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
And this offense is kind of showing you a little bit of everything, but putting big plays together, really getting their momentum going. This ground attack now, you watch, they've got a little bit of everything, man. The balance, the structure, the play calling. Right now, they're in a really good rhythm.
And And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Florida! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Looking downfield on first down. Here comes the heat. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. He was lurking, waiting for his opportunity, and like a gator in the swamp, he went into the roll and got that quarterback.
They did. I tell you what, when you want to be dominant in this league, if Florida wants to get back to being a dominant team, it's got to be guys like this in the trenches dominating football games.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, the quarterback was in a world of trouble there. He was under pressure. He knew he was going to get hit, so he's just trying to get rid of it, but he forced it into double coverage. He's lucky that was only an incompletion.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Tight end now in motion. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Looking deep. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. The play action fake. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Handoff for ball. Maybe a crease. Touchdown, Gators! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And that was some way to cap it off with a 42-yard touchdown jaunt. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Tennessee ready to go to work the big orange offense on the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Pulls it in on the left. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. And the ball's headed quickly to the line.
And this offense is going to need more of those, man. You've dug yourself a little bit of a hole. Defense still giving up points on the last possession, man. You got to put it in overdrive. You need more big plays, more shots down the field. You got to continue to be aggressive.
And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
But I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
4 wideouts set, 3 of them to the left on 2nd and 10. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown ball.
Really nice timing on that throw by the quarterback. Took his steps, he pitched, he got rid of it quickly on the line, put it on his guy running straight down the field, and he's able to catch it in the end zone.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Fielded in the end zone, it's Pryor. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Keep it on the ground. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. At the 35, he's got room. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats.
That's a great sign for this offense because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency, and I think the biggest problem has been 3rd down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball, picking up the first, and keeping this drive alive.
On the run, it's Pryor. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6. We reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
Well, nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Timeout is called. It's the 2nd charge to Tennessee. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. Maybe a tad out of field goal range and way too close to punt it. Kind of in no man's land, so they'll go for it on 4th down. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Man, those plays are frustrating on a defense. You get 3 stops, and you force that 4th down, trying to get off the field, but the offense makes the play, gets the 1st down. It's almost like you got to kind of recalibrate, refocus. Forget that one. Let's do it again.
The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. Here's a get the ball. Maybe some room here. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting 1st downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Tight ends are supposed to be the quarterback's security blanket, especially down here in the red zone, and that time, he just dropped it.
Neyland Stadium, alive, a cauldron of orange noise on 3rd down. Handoff for ball. Stopped short of the 1st down marker. They are in field goal range, and 3 would make it a 2-possession game. The Vols will now use their final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. And this one is perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this first half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Gonna take a shot. He's got it inside the 25. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee!
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Mays. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And the sack all the way back at the 5. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye of that full Gator head. Let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
Guys, let's get it started here. Week 6 on what's already been a revealing day here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with the Texas A&M Aggies in their matchup against the number 12 team, the SMU Mustangs. And it's Texas A&M with a gritty victory away from home. This team prepared well all week, and they'll enjoy the fruits of their labor. And talk about a great start to the season. This team is now 6-0 with big aspirations. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
So here is the Tennessee offense. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early.
Makes the catch, and he's free. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding it, man. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
Might be calling a hot route. The run inside. It's Bishop. Turning it on. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David. They're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line.
Hey, check it, check it. 2290 Mountain. 2290 Mountain. Spider under, spider under. Rampage, rampage. Where did he go?
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
And this offense is clicking, man. This defense is going to have to find something in a hurry, right? That's 3 plays. That's 3 first downs. They've got to do a better job of affecting this defense, getting some penetration, winning at the line of scrimmage. You can't let them just move down the field and get a first down on every single play they run.
Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
It's just not the type of game this guy envisioned. Being in the second half, being less than 50% completions, he has not found any success throwing it. A lot of that you got to give to the defense. They've been in the right place, and they've made plays, but he's simply not had his best game today.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bishop. They bring him down behind the line of scrimmage, and now he'll have to go back to work to get over 100 yards again for the day.
We've seen this guy have tons of success. He had over 100 yards right before that run, but defense gets the better of him there. Nice job of adjusting up front, and good job being physical by that D-line, too.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Throws to the tight end. Hauls it in. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
And, man, that 3rd down changes this decision completely, right? Like getting a big chunk of yards, making it 4th and short. Now it's a true decision. I think you were just thinking about getting half of this, maybe setting up a field goal. Now you got a chance to be aggressive. Let's see what they do here on offense.
This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. The offense changing the play.
Ready? Red 54, red 54.
Now a timeout is called so they can talk over what to do on 4th and 2. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. This is well within field goal range, but the kicker will stay on the sideline, and the offense will try to convert on 4th down. Needs it to keep this drive alive. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Ball again. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
At some point, enough is enough. This is the guy that's beating me. He's priority number 1. We got to go get him. It's getting later in the second half. I got to go out and make some plays and get my offense the ball back.
The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on 3rd down. Here's a give to Ball. Finding some room. He's at the 40. The 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Gators! He's doubled his touchdown output for the season in this game. 3 of his 6 have come in this one.
Well, this offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the 3rd quarter, march down the field and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
And they tacked on the extra point. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Tennessee starts this drive as the offense takes the field. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is a type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, David.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being you, keep being aggressive.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. Buried before he could blink.
And the defense gets a huge play. I'll tell you, they've been wreaking havoc in this one so far. They've got so many athletes up front on this defensive line. It kind of reminds me about the defenses I used to go against in practice back in the late 90s. Guys like Javon Curse coming off the edge. The freak. It was a nightmare. So hard for our guys to block. We felt like game day was easier than what we faced in practice. And I tell you, this D-line by the Gator.
He'll take a deep shot here. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
You cannot get any more wide open than that. He had his receiver open, throws the ball. You think, we're walking in for 6, and he drops it right in his hands. Yeah, those are killers. So hard to make big plays. Man, you can't give those up.
And the Volunteers will call on their punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on twice. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. They'll give it on the jet sweep, looking for room outside. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Handoff for ball. And the defense drags him down. Play is stopped as they check on an injured Gator. The junior running back slow to get up. We hope this is just momentary. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on everything for us. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. This 3rd down a little longer after that penalty. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the 3rd quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
And it looks as if there will be no return here as the punt goes out of bounds. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. He'll start this drive firing. He's going for a big play downfield. Pulls it in down the sideline. Touchdown, Volunteer! Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
And how about the bomb? The long field all the way across the field. Big-time play, big-time throw. Receiver runs underneath it, takes it to the house. Huge play for this offense.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Mays. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. He'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
Looking for a gap. It's Pryor. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. This time he wants to throw. That's caught. It's Pryor. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. It's complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This is so interesting right now, watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
Looking for a crease. It's Pryor. It's a fumble. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. Cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
The hand to the running back. Got a little grass. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
Well, you got to think in his mind right now, ball security is at a premium, right? He's had a problem with that earlier in this game, but with the lead now late in the game, yards aren't as important as taking care of the football. I think he's doing a better job of that now late.
If you can't win it all, you might as well try to ruin things for your rival, and that's exactly what we've got working here. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. Not able to get outside. They tried to run wide, and they got nothing. It'll be 4th down.
And with the lead late in this football game, I expect to see more of this from this offense. And what am I telling my running back, who's already put the ball on the ground once today? 2 hands on the football. We're not fighting for all this extra yardage. Like, protect the football. We cannot put that thing on the deck.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Quick release on the RPO. Breaks into the open. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
You know, you always talk about risk-reward. Gambling and going for it with the lead on 4th down right there and getting it, the reward could be winning the game. That was an unbelievable play. And how about this coaching staff putting their faith in their players to come up with the execution and make it happen?
They'll move the wide receiver. They'll move the tight end. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Red pass, it's complete. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the 1st down.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Fires to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
They'll use a timeout on defense here. That's their final one. The clock stops just once more at the 2-minute mark. Well, guys, they are going to leave the offense out here. I know it's 4th and long, but a field goal doesn't really help you that much here, so you can kind of see it. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Gonna take a shot. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on 4th down.
And aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. And after that gargantuan 4th down stop, now a chance to put together a game-winning drive here. That's caught. It's Davis. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Now on 1st down from the 43. Wants to throw it again. Gets it to him on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
And this is the time where I'm a defense. I'm slow to get up. I'm making sure I stay on that offensive player. I'm trying to eat up as much clock and make this offense burn as much clock, Palmer, as I can.
And this coaching staff right now, you know they're looking at the analytics too, right? How many timeouts do we have left? We want to think about dialing up some play calls that get guys catching the football or get the ball out of bounds to stop the clock. You've got a good rhythm right here. You're in a good position of the field to go win this thing, but you've got to be really smart with your play calls.
Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down.
And obviously that wasn't a great play for this offense, but the defense did their job. They flushed him outside the pocket. But nothing worse than getting tackling in bounds or throwing it for a 4-yard gain, letting that clock tick. Nice job throwing it away, saving as much time as you can.
Takes it from the gun on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
Well, that is a play that we're going to circle. If this team is able to fight their way back and win this game, that one was huge. Fourth down, picking up the first, getting some momentum and keeping this drive alive.
So now the opportunity to take the lead with a first and goal here. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw on first down. Takes a hit as he fires. Touchdown ball! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. You got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
Coming out with it, it's Pryor. He's out of bounds at the 31-yard line. Maybe another step, another block, and he gets more, but the offense will take over there. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Using his legs, it's Pryor. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. They'll go right back to him. This time the defense was ready and they stop him in his tracks. Clock is stopped. Florida has called a timeout at second. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. They'll try to power their way ahead. He's not even going to make it back to the line of scrimmage as the defense gets big-time penetration. The offense takes a timeout with 30 seconds left. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Down 4 late, they have to convert on 4th down to keep hope alive. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. He's taking the deep shot. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. And the Gators will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again, and why not? He's not afraid to go deep. Touchdown, Florida! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th. The Gators answer right back.
How about that play? Late in the ball game, you need a play. You throw it up to your guy, and he makes the play. That is execution at its best in the clutch moments. Nice throw, nice catch.
And he knocks it through, and the lead is a field goal here in the 4th quarter. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They make the stop. The coverage team up to the challenge as they put a stop to the return and an end to the game. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.